Balake. Where is Balake at?
My name's Blake.
Do you want to go to war, Balake? I'm for real. Aaron.
Aaron is here, everyone. Welcome back for more SPTV, where every day is a great day not to be in a cult. The protesters outside of the Chicago org stumbled upon a treasure trove of internal Scientology documents. I know in the title of the video I said leaked. I didn't know what other word to use. They basically found them in the trash. Now, here's the thing. Scientology staff members are not supposed to throw documents away in the trash. It is a massive violation of internal Scientology protocols to throw internal records into the trash. They are supposed to be shredded without fail. In every office, in every Scientology organization, there is a trash bin and there is a shredding bin. It's not trash and recycling. It's trash and shredding. You are going to, whoever put all of these internal documents into the trash, Scientology is going to bring back its Sea Org penal colonies just to assign these people to the RPF, which is the Sea Org penal colony. And ironically, the person who found them in the trash is Trashy himself, Trashy V12 BMW. How's it going, man?
Good. How are you?
Good. Anyone not yet familiar with Trashy's channel, you can see why we're calling him Trashy. The name of his channel is Trashy V12 BMW, and he's been one of the guys out there protesting regularly in Chicago. Okay, now I said that you found them. Are like, how'd you guys find these documents? I mean, did someone really jump in the dumpster? What happened here?
Yeah, I mean, I noticed that they had dumpsters behind the place, and I always wondered like what they were throwing out in there, if there was anything good in there. So at the old Lincoln Park org location in Chicago, I dumpster dived for the first time, found a few documents in their dumpster, and then they have since moved to the new Clark Street location, and they've got a dumpster behind there. So I figured I might as well check that out too, and there's treasures to find.
Wow. Okay, well, we do have a whole bunch of documents. You've scanned all of them. I've got Google tabs ready to go. And, you know, I don't know how much time we're going to spend on this, but we could spend a lot of time. I don't want to spend a ton of time, but I want to show people what you got, because this is just really fascinating stuff. And I think if I put myself in the shoes of someone who watches a lot of Scientology content and has never been in Scientology, I would find all of the language fascinating. And it's one thing to hear us kind of sort of talk about the language in videos. I think it's something else to see it directly from them in their own documents and their own communications.
That's
okay,
very true.
So let's look at this. So this is a typical routing in Scientology. Below the line is who it's coming from. Above the line is who it's going to. This is the Flag Advance Man at the Chicago org, care of U.S. Canada Flag World Tour IC. Now, it's coming from the Director External. I believe that what this says is Director External Public. And I've not been able to figure out what these last two letters are. I don't know if it's FC or IC. FC isn't a thing in Scientology. So it has to be Director External Public IC. But honestly, that post title doesn't make any sense to me. So if there's anyone in the live chat, former Scientologist, Sea Org member, staff member, who actually thinks they know what this post is, please let me know. I'll try to keep an eye out. Regarding Fort Harrison news, Fort Harrison is the Fort Harrison Hotel in Clearwater, Florida. Now, so let's talk about what is the Flag World Tour. The Flag World Tour is refers to the flag refers to the flag land base in Clearwater, Florida. It is the highest level Scientology organization in the world. Sea Org orgs, other Sea Org orgs around the world, and other Class 5 orgs around the world are supposed to send public to Flag. Flag's supposed to where you're supposed to get the best auditing and get the best course supervision, and basically you flow public up to Flag. But the thing is, orgs don't like sending their public to Flag, because when their public go to Flag, the Flag registrars take all of the public's money, and then when they go back to their home org, they don't have any more damn money to spend at their local organization. So what Flag does is they have a little Sea Org tour team. It's a world tour team. And this Flag team goes from org to org to org, hoovering up all of the Scientology public that they can to get them sent to Flag. By the way, auditing is much more expensive at Flag than it is at your local organization. So the Flag Advance Man is the SEERG member who was sent to Chicago to set up the Flag World Tour event. And that's what you found here. Even something like this, even an envelope like this, should never wind up in the trash. You done messed up. All right, who's calling me? Let me close my signal. Thank you very much. All right, scrolling up. Let's see. Third dynamic, fourth dynamic, fifth dynamic. Okay, have you heard of what the dynamics are in Scientology?
Yeah, I have heard about them.
Okay, good.
It seems like this is just a list that somebody's making of them.
That's right. I don't know why someone's putting this list together, but they're just, the dynamics in Scientology are just, L. Ron Hubbard says you can break life down into the 8 urges towards existence, and it breaks life down into 8 categories, and that's all that is. Okay, this is interesting. E.D. Abel, East U.S. So E.D. is the executive director for the Association of Better Living and Education, East U.S. So Abel is kind of a, it's one of Scientology's umbrella organization front group thingamajiggers. Abel is the organization that is over some of these other organizations that Scientology calls its social betterment activities. Criminon is like extension courses for prisoners. Narconon is Scientology's rehab program. APS, that is applied scholastics. That's the thing Tom Cruise is always talking about, of curing dyslexia by helping people look up words in the dictionary. TWTH is the way to happiness. Everyone knows the way to happiness by now, right? You know, brush your teeth, don't steal, things like that. Again, I've got no idea why someone's putting this little sketch together. And
it almost seems like a like battle plan, but it's all just acronyms for the
right
organizations.
And it specifically says E.D. Abel, East U.S. It's almost like the E.D. Abel was sitting down and showing someone how they're going to take over the, like, almost like maybe it was like a recruitment interview and they're trying to explain to the person how the organization works.
It's the pyramid scheme.
Yes. We have, this just looks like a children's writing exercise. I don't know what's going on there. Okay, now this gets interesting, because this is truly someone putting together their daily action plan or a battle plan in Scientology. So on the left, World Health Day, where are we at with promo completion today? World Environment Day is Wednesday. International Day, August, Drug Abuse and Effect Trafficking. Oh, hold on. I just forgot to adjust one of my my YouTube settings before we started. Give me one sec here.
No problem.
Hold on. There we go. Okay. Let's see. World Humanitarian Day, International Day of Peace. Okay, so this isn't actually a battle plan. Oh, but look, on the top right, start prep, guest speaker lineup. Promo piece, April 3rd, Jason. April 10th, 8 weeks out. Okay. Get Jason by April 24th, May 1st, May 28th, print, June 4th, promote. This is a battle plan.
Yeah.
I can't believe someone put a battle plan in the trash can. It's amazing. Oh, you even have it. I can't believe you were able to organize all these papers. You did a great job.
It was some work.
What is that first word say? Department, event, jumping into seminar series, ADHD, special needs. Oh my God, what is this? Can you make out that first word at all? Can anyone in the live chat make out, what do you think that first word is there? Anyone have a guess?
I almost thought it was like adult or audit.
Oh, yeah, I can't figure it out. Ongoing seminar in the conference room. Oh my God. By the way, one of the names that I saw in here, we're gonna get to it later, but I wanted to just tell you, where someone's filling out selection slips, a field staff member, the field staff member's name was the name of the guy. I did a video like 3 or 4 days ago of a member of the Nation of Islam speaking at the Chicago graduation, and it was the same guy.
Go figure.
So that means that guy who was speaking at graduation, he is bringing other new people into Scientology. People wonder.
There's actually in the books or booming with books or whatever articles those are. There's one of those news articles that has a picture of Daniel, the Scientologist, who I interviewed in front of the old Lincoln Park org location, and he's like holding a Dianetics book next to somebody. But yeah, I recognized him instantly.
That is awesome. Okay, it says figure out how to get the staff involved: food, shelter, clothes. Now, I got to tell you, when I first read this, I thought it said figure out how to get the staff food, shelter, and clothes. And I'm not sure that that's not what it. I'm not sure that's not what it says.
Yeah.
Because honestly, what are they getting the staff involved with? It's Dev Tea. I mean, it looks like it says Dev Tea event jumping into seminar series. Dev Tea event. Dev Tea. Dev Tea is a Scientology phrase meaning develop traffic, and it basically means creating unnecessary work. So, and L. Ron Hubbard says the most destructive thing in an organization is Dev T, and it's one of the Scientologists' favorite word. And there's a policy letter that gives like 30 different types of Dev T. And when you hear Scientologists writing reports on each other, like I did when I was in the Sea Org, I wrote reports on everybody. A very common type of report is a Dev T chit. Okay, so a Dev T event jumping into a seminar series, ADHD special needs. I can't tell you how it makes my skin crawl to think that they're doing some sort of a seminar series having anything to do with special needs.
Yeah, for real.
Yeah.
I mean, just their view on psychiatry and the whole ADHD thing is scary.
Yeah. And guys, seriously, the way Scientology does investigations into leaks like this, they're literally going to figure out whose handwriting this is. Like, I mean, and also when you look at the subject of the battle plan, all they have to do is ask any one of a few executives at the Chicago Org, and they're going to know exactly who this was. Okay, booklet distribution, set the dates before the event, choose locations, tent. Does that say Dan? Or ban?
I think it says ban.
Ban. Huh. Okay.
Maybe it says Dan. Maybe Dan's supposed to cover the tent. I don't know.
First mailing. You know what? I think this might be the battle plan of the flag. No, I was going to say the Flag World Tour Advance Man, but it's not.
I think this is the Chicago Org opening.
Oh.
Yeah.
That could be. Okay, first mailing, save the date. Okay, second mailing, an invitation envelope, 6 weeks out. Invitation envelope, reminder of the event, 3 weeks out. Email reminder. There is a specific invite for this. Large poster at reception, day of event, letting attendees know they are at the right place on either side of the stage, confirming they are at the right event. Why do they need to be?
I feel like it was probably pretty hard not to know that you were at the right event. I mean, tons of protesters, clear sign.
I don't think this is for the grand opening event. You really think that it is?
I mean, like the stage. I mean, they didn't have a band. Oh, I mean, we don't know if it actually said band or not. But yeah, I don't know. I think it is. I think it is.
Okay. Let's see. Maybe it'll become a little more obvious. 1 half-size posters for businesses in the area can be made into standees.
Yeah.
Standees. Guys in the live chat, what do you think that word is right there? Can be made into standees. Oh, I don't know. Okay. Invite handouts. Where in Div 6 can we put these? Directional sign, put outside day of open house. Open house. Okay. All right. The open house could come after the grand opening. Name tags.
It definitely there was an open house right after the grand opening.
There you go. Name tags, call-in patter. The patter is the script that they're supposed to use on the phone calls. Call-in is when you're just getting on the phones and, you're calling people to come in. Oh, someone is saying a standee is a stand. Standees. Oh, or attendees. Oh, a stand. Oh, a standee. A standee is a tabletop signage. Very helpful. Thank you, Plucky Pat. RSVP landing page. Join the team. Oh, this is amazing. Look, digital marketing. Is that recruiters.com?
Recruiters.com. Yeah, there's a few websites. Yeah, Global Living Solutions, GLS.com.
Wow. Okay. Current job postings. They're recruiting for Scientology on recruiters.com. They're recruiting for staff members on recruiters.com. Guys, you internet sleuths out there, you got to look for Scientology recruiting posts on recruiters.com. Current job postings, client onboarding specialist, and an on branding what the hell does that say?
Onboarding
the
looks like they just cut the note off, or
GLS.com is global
linking solutions. It's a network security website.
Oh, wow. For a second there, I thought they were giving login data.
Yeah.
Okay, fantastic. What I require, create. Why do I require? To attract moolah? To attract
wealth.
To attract wealth. Oh, capital. Is that no create? What do I require? Create. Why do I require? To attract wealth. Who benefits? I love using my wealth to help others. I insist on this happening. I love using my wealth to help others. It almost seems like someone's just writing out like they're trying to manifest. It's like they're what do you call it when you just write down positive things you're trying to attain or something?
It's like a mood board.
Scientology mood board.
I am
being having. Yeah, Scientology does be, do, have. What do you have to be? First, you work out what you want to have, and then what do you have to do to get the thing you want to have, and then who would you have to be in order to do the things that you need to do to get what you want to have? I am very comfortable. Comfortable definitely seems to be misspelled there, but okay. Group27.com. Have you looked that up?
Nope, I haven't. I'll type it in right now.
It's about careers.
Interesting. Oh, it's
What is it? Is it safe for work?
I typed in group27.com and it brings me to a page that wants me to purchase the domain.
Oh wow.
So
I've
it's not even a website yet. Yeah.
Group.
I mean, there's like a logo and everything for it already.
You're right. You're right. It's not a real website. Blackcloak.io. Got to check that one out. Digital executive protection. Ooh. Protect your digital life. All right. Interesting. Alrighty. Ooh, look at this. An actual dispatch from the PES day. Okay. In an organization, a PES is one of the 3 executive secretaries. Underneath the executive director are 3 executive secretaries. So there's 9 divisions on a Scientology org board. So there's 9 division. Well, there's really 6, 7. Wait. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There's really 8 divisions. Division 7 is redundant and shouldn't really count. No, I take it back. There's 9 divisions. So there's 9 division heads, there's 3 executive secretaries, and there's 1 executive director. The PES is the public executive secretary, and that is the one over the 3 divisions responsible for bringing in brand new people and servicing brand new people. So the PES is an executive secretary. The treasurer is a division head. And this is a dispatch from the PES to the Trash Sec. Selectee Abdullah Holmes. And that is a book invoice number. And Remy Aregbesola is the guy who spoke at graduation. Remy Aregbesola is a Nation of Islam member. He went on about Louis Farrakhan and Elijah Muhammad. And for, 15 minutes in front of a Chicago graduation. And You can find that live stream just a few days ago on my channel. So Remy Aregbasola is evidence. Oh, and FSM is a field staff member. A field staff member is just the name that a term they use for a Scientologist who's bringing other Scientologists into other people into Scientology. What's the purpose of giving them a name? They get commissions, folks. They get 10 to 15% commissions. An FSM, the person that you bring in is called your selectee. And the only reason to have this relationship, FSM selectee, is that the FSM is getting a commission for every dollar the selectee gives to Scientology. There's no other reason to call someone an FSM. There's no other reason to be an FSM. It is a commission-based recruitment system into Scientology. People ask, is Scientology an MLM? Technically not, because you only get commissions for one level. If your selectees bring someone else into Scientology, you don't get any commissions or overrides on your selectees. But there's no limit to how many selectees an FSM can have. And also, Trashy, you might not have known this, an FSM can have a selectee who's already a Scientologist. If that Scientologist falls out of touch with their FSM, you can swoop in and become their new FSM. You're basically just their Scientology buddy. Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah,
So what would be the
good.
point of not allowing them to recruit people outside of their like level?
When you say not allowing them to recruit, you can recruit anyone you want. But if the person that you recruits someone else, you don't get commission for that. You see what I'm saying?
That makes sense.
Yeah.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Okay. Who can deliver Dianetics? Did you speak with Bob S. Afghanistan ladies? What?
Yeah, right. What? They're recruiting from Afghanistan too, I guess. I mean,
what?
One of them told me that they were recruiting from Russia as well over the internet. So,
oh yeah, they're definitely recruiting from Russia and the Ukraine. Okay, did you speak with Bob S. regarding the Afghanistan ladies? What else is needed? How I feel about things now. Is there a list of the booklets available? Conversation with Darlene Q, which means question. Whiteboard upstairs. This is the weirdest collection of notes. Monday night talk lineup. Financial freedom. Oh, these are different seminars. Financial freedom tonight, March 4th, targets and goals. Human rights. It looks like it's saying February 19th, but I can't really tell. The cause of suppression. Truth about drugs. Products came. Okay.
Yep.
Oh, dude, call lawyer. Open my schedule. Open my schedule. Call clients. Address change. Create constant contact. Clean out car.
just somebody's straight up personal list.
Oh my goodness. Okay, send Rosendo my tea blend. Oh, this is so funny. Herald, IC, and Knights. I don't claim to know what that means. Manners maketh Mark's puppet to real man.
Yeah, this is something I don't understand, the puppet to real man thing. I was trying to
Man
figure
United,
that out.
real they soccer fans. I don't know.
I don't know.
A fellowship of is that
I think it's
Guatemalan? Oh, gentlemen.
Gentlemen? Yeah, I think it's gentlemen.
A fellowship of gentlemen. Enter the Gentlemen's Guild Alliance. Oh my God. What is the Gentlemen's Guild Alliance?
Yeah, for real. Yeah,
The Gentlemen's Guild Alliance. I don't see anything about
a risque book popped up for me.
Oh, hey guys, any ideas of what the Gentlemen's Guild Alliance is? Oh, wait, I saw something in here that says it's going to cover our faces here. Heraldic Knight. But what does Heraldic Knights? No, but it says and Heraldic. That's okay. It's not important. It's not important.
Yeah.
Okay.
This is weird.
Close out this. 2 students shot and killed on Friday. What the hell?
Why would they have that in their notes?
What in the hell is going on here? 2 students shot and killed on Friday. Wow. Okay, success story. Rebecca, did you speak with Maya or who? Oh, printers. Okay, I'm not even going to try.
Yeah, it's so jumbled. Bob Spalding. I've seen that name before.
April, May, June, July. Begin new org. Money 300 minimum times 4 equals 1,200. Okay. Oh, this is just food stamps.
I really hope they're not going that low.
I would not be surprised. I shit you not. I would not be surprised if there's someone at the org responsible for personally getting as many staff members on food stamps as possible. I truly would not be surprised.
What I'm thinking.
Yeah. Okay. Left contacts, filters, tag, choose business. Oh. Mortgage Connect. To www.2mortgageconnectlp.com. Scheduling coordinator. Coursecareers.com for IT. Free intro course. This is absolutely fascinating. Update the address on the website through the developer. Wow. How to make an e-journal. Yeah.
that seems like reading that, it's like, really, they're gonna hold a course on that? Like, you can't just look up a YouTube video on how to make an e-journal.
And you know, it's funny because to me, I use my phone, the Notes app on my iPhone, for quite literally everything.
Yeah, so do I.
Scientology is all about the pen and the paper.
Yeah. I'm sorry. From all this information, it really seems like they're really out of date on technology. Like, they're using telex for communication and stuff.
Yeah. Okay, good. We made it through that document. Okay, check this out, guys. They are quite literally promoting the purification rundown directly for children. This is a relatively new thing in the world of Scientology. It's not that children were not allowed to do the purif. It was just honestly kind of rare. But now they're specifically promoting it. Now, Mace Kingsley is a Scientology group that focuses on specifically kids. So the priority, now the purification rundown, that's where you spend 5 hours a day in a sauna, and you take toxic levels of niacin, and you take this thing called CalMag, which the CalMag you get in the store is different than the CalMag you drink in Scientology. In Scientology, it's thoroughly disgusting. Okay, the priority of the purification rundown for children. The purif is the first major step of the bridge to total freedom. Ron says the end phenomena of the program is freedom from the stimulative effects of drug residuals and other toxins. The current environment is permeated with these life-hostile substances. I'll tell you, Scientology parents go to such great lengths to protect their children from what they believe is the toxins that is just in everything and everywhere. The idea that you would still put a young child through the purification rundown and expect them to be like, oh, I feel so much brighter and happier or something, right? Oh, look, children who complete the purif are freed from these stimulative effects. They are more in present time. They are more stably up the emotional tone scale, and they're able to think more clearly as a result. Wow.
I love
children.
I'm sorry.
Go ahead. No, go ahead.
I love how they think that they're helping their kid in some way, but in turn it's getting them involved in Scientology, which is just so dangerous for children.
Oh yeah. And here's what's crazy. I don't think Mace Kingsley, one of these days I should talk to someone who recently worked with Mace Kingsley. I don't believe they've ever really been successful in getting non-Scientologists to send their kids to Mace Kingsley. It's like Scientologists will send their kids who they think are too young to go to an actual org, and they'll send their young kids to Mace Kingsley instead for auditing, because Mace Kingsley says that their auditors, they're specialists in just auditing children, whereas your normal Scientology auditor isn't usually will usually never audit an 8-year-old or a 7-year-old or a 6-year-old, but that's all they do at Mace Kingsley. Is they look, it says Mace Kingsley, we audit kids.
Yeah, that's screwed up.
Yeah. So, okay, Ron says, quote, children in present time are very easy to look after, very easy to instruct and to live with. A child out of present time walks off the curb into heavy traffic, falls down fire escapes, gets hit with gymnasium equipment, hurts himself in games, and causes those multitudes of upsets. Wow, that's amazing.
It's an interesting view.
That most of those kids would be dead now, so you wouldn't have to worry about them. But, you know, what do I know? Oh, look, more Mace Kingsley propaganda. Wow. Okay. Well, more Mace Kingsley propaganda. Okay.
Yeah, this is the backside.
And then it's just artwork.
Yep.
Okay.
Children's drawings.
They're finger painting up there in the Church of Scientology.
Yep.
I'd like to assume it was kids doing this finger painting, but I don't even know if that's true. Okay, now we're about to get to the document where some people are going to get in an awful lot of trouble. An actual event org board. You might call this a WQSB in Scientology, a watch, quarter, and station bill. They steal all these naval terms. The Flag World Tour in Chicago 2024 event org board. Wow. This essentially is going to give a list of every staff member in the Chicago org.
That's what I thought.
Because that's one of the things about these event org boards is all staff members are assigned to it. And look, it even has all the staff members for both day org and the foundation org. This is absolutely incredible. So I'm not even going to try to read everyone's names, but let's look at some of the, okay, we've got before, during, and after. We'll just scroll through this slowly enough so that people who want to look at these names can see them. This, and I see some Nation of Islam names for sure. And also someone can go through this and make a list of all the unique names, and that will basically be a full staff list for Chicago Day and Chicago Foundation.
Yeah.
This is incredible. I can't believe you found this.
I think when I found this, I showed it to the camera on the live stream, and I think that's around the time when the little bellhop looking kid came out and started stampeding towards me.
Is that right?
Yeah. I mean, it's a great video if you look at the live on my channel.
So what happened? He came towards, like, what did he say or do? Did he ask you to give him whatever you were holding?
He didn't say a single word. He just walked towards me. I quickly grabbed everything, packed it up in my hands, and hopped on my skateboard and started skating away. But he just kept following me with a quick pace to his walk, and he followed me about like 2 blocks. He followed me around the corner of 1 block and then all the way down the rest of that block. So yeah.
Really?
To another block, actually. Yeah.
Wow. VFP stands for valuable final product. That's just supposed to be the end product of what you're trying to accomplish.
It's interesting on that last one. It's interesting. They want everybody at the event public signed up and scheduled for their next bridge step for flag services. That's
right. Well, that's one of the things in Scientology and eventually as a Scientologist, you get conditioned to know this. If you do a service, a course or an auditing action, and you don't sign up for your next one, it's considered there's something wrong with the one that you did, and you're sent back to figure out what it was and correct it. So you get to the point where you know that if you don't keep going, you're going to have to end up spending more money to figure out what was wrong with the one that you just did. So you just pay for your next service to get them off your ass.
That is insane.
Yeah. Okay, so let's see. Oh, that's right. This is crazy. Oh, wait, I'm clicking on the wrong screen here. This is someone's account statement. They gave 5. Go ahead.
Yeah, this seems like tax deduction or something like that. Like they're trying to not pay the taxes for the services that they or get taxes back on them or something.
Well, this is the just the end of year account statement that you, because almost all donations to Scientology are tax deductible in the United States. So that's I think there are some things you can, like, I think if you buy like a necklace, I don't think that's tax deductible.
Yeah,
so,
okay, that makes sense.
So that's why, you know, at the end of the year, they might give you specifically a statement of just your tax deductible things that you bought.
At the bottom of the page, it actually says something about, yeah, here you go. Only the amount in excess of fair market value of the tangible benefits received qualify for a tax deduction.
Jesus, I don't even know how that applies to auditing.
Right? How do you equate $5,000 worth of auditing as being worth that? You know?
Yeah. Oh, look, credit collections. Wow. HGC auditing. Check it out, guys. This is amazing. So $2,500 for 12 and a half hours of auditing. Now, look, I grew up in a cult. Math is not my strong point, but let me do some math here. 2,500 divided by 12.5. That is $200 an hour for auditing at your local city level class 5 organization. I'll tell you what, you go to Clearwater, Florida at Flag, it's more like $7,000 or $8,000. Well, actually, hold on. Let me do the math on this, because it's really like, yeah, at Flag, it's like, it can be $800 an hour. So 800 times 12, that's $9,600 an intensive. Usually you get sliding scale discounts. So I'm more used to thinking in terms of like $8,000 for an intensive. But anyway, but you can see, perfect example of a real Scientology price structure. Okay, absolutely amazing. Again, more statements. The self-analysis extension course. Yeah, just books, course pack. Here we go. Let's see. Who's the FSM? Bill Pollock. Bill Pollock is a field staff member, and he gets Anastasica Makarska. Come on, that's a joke. That can't be someone's real name.
I almost feel like they just wrote or like just made this shit up just so they could like say that they signed somebody, you know?
That's right. So in Scientology, there's a game that they play or a competition to become a power FSM. Now, I think a power FSM is helping. You have to have 100 selectees to be a power FSM, and power FSMs get like they used to be at a particular event. I think it's the March 13th LRH birthday event. They bring all the power FSMs up on stage and they give them a pin. And then there's like people who get like 500 and there's people who get like 1,000. So, yeah, FSMs, it's, they usually try to cannibalize each other's selectees. So roll on up to your local Scientologist and be like, hey, do you have an FSM? Hey, do you have an FSM? Oh yeah, my FSM is Bill. Oh really? Do you talk to him a lot? You know, if it's not taking care of you, you know, it's like Scientology pimping.
Yeah, that is hilarious. Can you explain why there would be a space for a social security number on these slips?
There is?
Yeah. What's blacked out? I've got it underlined. If you go to the last one, the big circle.
Oh, it does. It says social security number or tax ID.
Yeah, and on the next sheet, I've got the person's social security blacked out. It's on there.
I mean, I can only guess that that's to make sure in case there's two people with the same name, but they would have different addresses. That's crazy. That's crazy that people's socials are floating around on FSM selection slips. Like,
I'm going to start asking the public Scientologists who come out of there. Do you know that your social security number could be being leaked to the public?
You should take the actual FSM selection slip that has the social on it and say,
show
did
it
you
to
know? Them. Yes.
Yep.
Yes.
That's a good idea.
Okay, so this is the carbon copy of that FSM selection slip. And also, you might contact this person on social media if it's a real name and be like, do you know your social security number is floating around on these damn forms?
Sounds like a bad idea.
So look, yeah, so this is where, look. So Nitin Malhotra. I feel like these names are like, how are these names real? Nitin, his freaking name is Nitin. Nitin
Never heard
Malhotra.
of anybody with that name.
Oh, look, he's selecting his family member. Sheikh
Another.
Shika Malhotra.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you can be the FSM for your family members or your wife or your husband, your son, your daughter. So you could if you have a big family, you can become a power FSM just by like if you're a Mormon and you join Scientology, power FSM just like that.
So you can profit off your family, basically.
Totally, you can profit off your family. You can get a commission for all the money. Like if you're a husband and you get your wife in, you can literally get a commission for all the money your wife gets. So basically, you're just getting Scientology for cheaper.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, look, it's the same dude, Shika Malhotra.
Yep.
And Nitan Malhotra gave $50. And so this guy's getting like a $5 commission off that. Okay, so this looks like a letter from the IRS, but I think it's actually, this is actually just someone's mail.
Well.
Oh my God, look at this W-2. Frederica made $63.42 at the org last year.
Isn't that so sad? And again, her social's on this stuff, guys. Like,
holy shit. That's the W-2 for the whole year, guys. $63.42. Unbelievable. Guys, it's real. You make less money as a staff member usually than as a Sea Org member. Now, a lot of people don't even understand that, but that is true. And
I hope she didn't work very hard.
Personal experience. Oh my God, I can't believe this is not shredded. They're literally going to bring back the RPF just to send these people to it. Okay, good. Let's see what else we got. Dear Andrea, how are things now? Are you getting back to work? I'd like to know if you're studying the basics. Yeah, there you go.
And that's how they constantly bother you, right? They just send you this 2-line message.
Yeah. The policy letter on how to write letters basically just says, say whatever you think will, like, send a real communication. What would you actually say to this person? Not some formal letter. So sometimes you get a letter. It might say, Dear Andrea, what happened? Sincerely, Cree Crenshaw. So now I'm wondering, though, is Cree Crenshaw the one who threw this letter away, or is it Andrea? How could it be Andrea? How is it that this letter, that means this letter never got mailed out. That means this letter got printed and it never got mailed out, and then it got thrown away.
Okay.
Yeah.
See, I thought Cree might be from California.
That means Cree is in a hell of a lot of trouble. Oh, yeah. This is a letter from LA. You found it in a dumpster in Chicago.
Yep. There's quite a few from LA.
Oh, wait a second. Wait a second. You know what? That means Andrea is probably a Chicago staff member. And this letter was sent to her at the org. And it was sent just to put in the trash at the org.
Can you go back up for a second?
Yeah. Up further?
Yeah, up further. Keep going. Keep going. Oh, right here. Go back. Yeah. This, I don't know, some health coverage form, but this lady, Renee, is from California as well. Why is this in Chicago?
Wow. You're right.
I think it could be California staff members being shipped out to Chicago.
It's California Sea Org members being shipped out to Chicago to man the org, and somehow they're bringing 1308 L. Ron Hubbard Way. That's a Sea Org member. Renee's a Sea Org member. Wow, Renee, you done messed up.
Yeah, you did.
And she's applying. Is she applying for subsidized health care?
That it would appear that way.
I mean, I obviously don't fully understand what this form is, but this is incredible. She's applying for Medi-Cal. She's applying for Medi-Cal.
Yeah. And if you go up to the other tax form that was up earlier, that's addressed to the the old Lincoln Park org location.
Okay. Interesting. So it's Frederica. By the way, is that the last name you blurred out there?
Yes.
I'm guessing. I'm trying to figure out if Frederica is a Sea Org member or not, and I can't tell. But Renee is a Sea Org member.
Yep.
Yeah. and Cree, because the Church of Scientology of Los Angeles is actually a Sea Org org, even though it's a Class 5 org. Cree Crenshaw is a Sea Org member.
Okay.
So I wonder if Cree Crenshaw was sent to help man the Chicago org. Okay, so this is feedback. Oh my God, this is feedback from the event that happened last month. That's how recent this document is.
I don't even think I've seen this one.
Great video and speaker. Tied everything together for me. I'm new to Scientology. Yeah, only new to Scientology would be like, that was a great speaker at the event tonight. Who's that guy? Where'd he come from?
Yeah. Oh God.
Wow. Okay. First and last name. Scattle Marishita. Where are they finding these people?
Anywhere and everywhere.
Scott.
And oh, Scott. Okay. Okay.
Scott. Scott Morishita or Marishita.
Yeah.
Oh, look, this is so funny. Actual dispatches. Okay, I got you done messed up, Director New Civilization Day. Okay, so the COPE officer is basically the deputy HR director, is the best way to define it without using 10 other Scientology words. The Director New Civilization Day, I've never heard of such a thing. This is a new post. I don't know what the hell it means.
Yeah, I was hoping you had some answers on that.
Director New Civilization Day. It sounds like a post that's in Division 6. But I'm going to need any of you under the radar folks out there, please shoot me an email at growingupinscientology@gmail.com and tell me what the hell the Director of New Civilization is. Because a director is a department head. So that means there's the New Civilization Department, or the Department of New Civilization, which is insane. Like, they're creating new departments now. Okay. I need setup. I need immediate setup for telex. Now, it's not an actual telex like old school. It's just, it's an email system, but it's an email system where it doesn't actually come to you directly. It's still, I mean, to be honest, I haven't messed with it for, 17 years now or more. So they were still calling it a telex even when it was on a computer disk. And you just basically, what would happen is you'd have to put the floppy disk into the computer, and all the messages that were specifically for you would be downloaded to the disk. And then those were your messages, and you'd have to respond to them on the disk and then turn them back in to put into the telex machine. I'm sure it's a little more advanced than that today, but they still call them telexes. Dear Shelley, we don't have a telex for this post.
All right. Sorry,
wow. Shelley. Okay. I'm wondering if this is a post on the OT committee and it's not really a staff post, but I guess we'll see. Okay. Urgent dispatch. I was trying to save a document promo piece on my USB stick, and the USB stick didn't show up on either of my computers when I plugged it in. I have a document I need to get to Jason Manuel for create and print, and have no way to get it to him. Also, the computer in my office, I clicked on one of the DVD drives to see if that would work with the USB stick.
It gets
and
even
it
better.
didn't. And now my computer won't work, or I just don't know how to fix it. Can someone please repair and check it out? Shelley Carter.
Poor Shelley, man.
Dear Shelley,
she must be
this
really
handled? Yeah. So it's cracking me up that, like, her computer doesn't work. Then she had to go to someone else's computer to type the dispatch, to print the dispatch, to ask someone to go fix her computer. Okay. Guys, this is why Scientology is failing in the world. Okay. I need setup for telex. I need to be able to communicate with the CF ADO officer, Jason Manuel, for the promo pieces. Oh, no, this is definitely a staff member. The Director of New Civilization is definitely a staff member. CF is Central Files, and ADO means addresso. So addresso is the computerized records of all of the Scientologists and all their information.
Oh, wow.
The Central Files is the hard copy papers in manila folders that are never up to date in any Scientology organization. Shelley Carter, I think you're in a little bit of trouble. I'm sorry to break it to you. Someone's going to be doing a treason formula forthwith.
She's getting an SRA.
She's getting an SRA as we speak. A face ripping, one might say. Okay, this is amazing. Look how recent this is. So this is the Director of Bridge Control, FSO. FSO is the Flag Service Organization. That's Flag. That's Clearwater, Florida. Director of Bridge Control. Okay, so you know how I said in a normal Scientology organization, Division 6 is responsible for bringing brand new people into Scientology.
Mm-hmm.
In a high-level organization like Flag, Division 6 is responsible for bringing in people from the lower level organizations who are already Scientologists, but getting them. That's why they call it bridge control, because it's taking people who are already in Scientology and sending them up to higher level orgs, that deliver higher bridge services. Okay. So bridge control means exerting control over moving public up to higher levels of the bridge. Okay. Calendar update. I explain all that just to talk about the calendar. Okay.
Which I have the calendar that it was attached to this. So.
Oh, and so the funny thing is, for this dispatch, the DFT is the director of training. That's the person over the academy. The academy is where they deliver major courses as distinct from introductory courses. Introductory courses are done in Division 6, and major courses are done in Division 4 in Department 11, the Department of Training, and the director of training is over the Department of Training. So I'm explaining that because in this scenario, the DER Bridge Control FSO is not the one who's in trouble. The DFT Chicago, who got this dispatch and put it in the trash, you done messed up, sir. You done messed up. It's so Frank is the DFT Chicago. You done messed up, Frank. I'm sorry to tell you. Oh, I love this daily. Oh my God, dude, this is like 3 weeks old. This is like 4 weeks old.
Yeah.
Friday graduation, Flag World Tour, chapel. The OTC is the OT committee. The OT committee is they take all the Scientology public and they organize them so that those guys can't slack off either. And they give them jobs and they give them stats and they give them targets and programs and everything. Like if you're in Scientology, you're pretty much not allowed to ever relax or not do anything. You're not allowed to be like, I'm just here to do courses, bro. I'm just here so I don't get fined. No, that you have to do a job all the time. Oh, look, it's Shelly again.
Yep.
Shelly's back. Find out where my boxes are. Shelly, I think we found your boxes. They were in the trash. Okay, find out where my boxes are from the Lincoln Street org. In it are my success stories, the success story binder, my materials. So literally, she's sitting down for the day and being like, step 1, find all my shit.
Yep. Could you explain what the success stories are?
Oh, yeah. So when you finish a course or an auditing action, you have to write a success story. And so the Flag World Tour, remember, the purpose of the Flag World Tour is to convince locals to go to Clearwater. So one of the things they do in the event is they'll read success stories. Here's a success story from someone who just finished OT7 at Flag. Here's a success story for someone who just finished L10. And that's all it is. It's just before I did L10, I was struggling in life and I didn't seem to be able to achieve my goals. And then I did L10 and I feel like a whole new being now. I have so much space. I mean, it's just that's all it is. That's all it is.
Okay.
Okay. So by the way, George needs to get the key to the central stock door from Treasury so that I can find my shit. She actually took the time not only to just write this, she didn't even write it down in her journal this time. She typed it out and she printed it.
They're wasting time there. They have nothing to do.
Okay, Janelle Taylor, salvage in at 1 p.m. today. So salvage is where they just to get somebody back on the bridge. So they stopped. They're inactive on the bridge for whatever reason. They need to be salvaged. Change the date for the women's support group. Get hatted. But it's not hated. It's supposed to be hatted. Hatted means trained. Get hatted on how to use the computer.
Oh,
well, you're using a computer, Shelly. She literally put this on her to-do list. Get hatted on how to use the computer. Find out who to contact for our scheduled Applied Scholastics event and the women's support group that she already had to change the date for.
What?
type up the success stories.
Does that mean she's making them up?
No, success stories are handwritten, so she has to type them up. So they can be used.
Okay, that makes sense.
Respond to and plan the UN event. Yalda Nega. Don't want to get myself canceled here. Yalda Nega. How would you say that word?
That is exactly how I would say it. They just have an unfortunate last name.
Oh my God. Meet with Chad to go over this information. Good Lord, you guys. Call OSA to speak with the commanding officer regarding the volunteer ministers, the United for Human Rights. That's what UFHR is. Sonia Miles Park, CMO. Wow. Clear words. That literally means look them up in the dictionary. It's on her to-do list to look up words in the dictionary. This is amazing. Okay. Clear words from information that Arlena sent me, and let her know when this is done. She has to let someone know when she gets done looking up words in the dictionary that were in the orders. This is why Scientology doesn't get anything done in the world, you guys. This is why David Miscavige has to, at the events, make up things to tell the Scientologists that got accomplished, because this is what Sea Org members are busy doing with their day.
The auditors, the auditors are literally auditing Scientology, and we're potentially helping them.
Okay, nerve assist for with Poly. Do you know what a nerve assist is?
No.
Have you heard of have you heard anyone mention a contact assist or a nerve assist or a locational before?
That's not like when you're like touch stuff?
So a contact assist, a contact, wait, no, there's a contact and a contact assist, a touch assist, and a nerve assist. Yes, okay. A contact assist is when you hurt yourself and then you have to like touch it back over and over and over again until it no longer hurts.
Okay, I have heard
a touch assist is if you have like a fever, or it's like, feel my finger, thank you, feel my finger, thank you, feel my finger, thank you, feel my finger, thank you. A nerve assist is harder to explain because it's basically first someone lays on their stomach and you're basically, it's almost like very light massage. I mean, a Scientologist would fall out of their seat if you described it as a light massage, but there's no other way to describe it. Like first you're laying on your stomach, you're supposed to be following the nerve channels of the body, and you go down the spine, and then you go down each arm, and then you go down each leg, and then you have to, and then you turn over. Now that's the hard part, because usually you fall asleep during one of these. And when they find out you've fallen asleep when they ask you to turn over and you don't turn over, and then they have to wake you up, and then you turn over, and then they do it. By the way, this gets very awkward when you have guys doing this with girls.
Is this something that children could potentially be doing?
100% yes.
Oh.
Yes. And what's funny is that it's very hard to find people to give each other assists because everyone's too busy to give assists, but it's supposed to be one of the basic ways that Scientologists help each other. But you usually have to like walk around and find someone. Like nobody wants to be bothered spending time giving someone an assist, right? And an assist ends when you're like, oh, I think I feel a little better now. And it's also a way to just sort of go fuck off, right? You'd be like, oh, I need an assist.
I am going to pull that out of my girlfriend.
You know what? I actually have the booklet around here somewhere that gives the instructions on how to do all the assists. I should like take photos of it and send it to you, and you can,
yeah, that'd be good.
You can figure out what to do with it. Okay, let's get to the rest of this to-do list. Create a list of all groups with a brief description. Call those who have completed courses regarding groups and volunteering. Write up a CSW. Now, that's a CSW is a request to get approval to do something. It stands for completed staff work. Things that shouldn't be to Olivia. A things that shouldn't be report is like a knowledge report. You know, you heard Scientologists writing KRs on each other.
Yep.
Except the things that shouldn't be report is a version of a knowledge report that you don't have to send a copy of the report to the person that you're writing up. So that's like what little bitches do when they don't want to let you know that they're writing you up. They write a things that shouldn't be report instead of a knowledge report. Total coward. Total coward. Okay, write up a CSW to George regarding schedule timelines at the org. Meet with Timmy just after 2 p.m. 1 p.m. tour, 3 p.m. meeting, talk to Chad, hat self on computer and phone. She still doesn't know how to use the damn computer or her phone. Read through the human rights binder, watch videos, print out documents. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. Oh, look, it gives all the statistics for Div 6. This is awesome. You guys should memorize these statistics. This is so funny. And this is for each division. Oh my God. Wow. Yeah, I mean, I know people have heard former Scientologists talk about how every single thing that could possibly be statusized in an org gets statusized. This is only the statistics for 3 divisions. There's 9 divisions in an org.
Okay.
So, I don't even want to read them all because I feel like people would fall asleep, but this is incredible. So awesome. Okay, conference meeting outline. Empowering. Oh, this is the women in Afghanistan thing.
Oh, yeah. I didn't even notice that.
Empowering students and women in Afghanistan. Who is the public for this?
Yeah.
This is bonkers.
5 people at most.
Oh, this is review from the last meeting. Programs for single women and moms. Provide emergency food. Mentorship programs for university students. Assist students with their application. Teach to 7th grade through high school. Culture events. Community outreach. Create an organizational structure. Leadership. Church of Scientology. United for Human Rights. Youth for Human Rights Leadership. This is crazy. A daily battle plan. Oh, this is a repeat of the previous one.
Oh, yes, it is.
Yeah, okay, good. Oh, same one. Repeat again.
Yep.
Oh, look at this. The OT committee. So we were talking about the OT committee not that long ago. Oh, this is incredible. Oh, I'll tell you where the OT committee comes from. When these Scientologists go to flag to get onto their OT levels, the ethics officer basically says, you're not entitled to get onto your OT levels just because you paid for them. You have to show us what you've done for us lately and what you're doing in present time. And sure, you might be a public, and sure, you might not be a staff member, but that doesn't mean you're off the hook. You have to be actually contributing to your local organization. So in order to get onto your OT levels, you have to join the OT committee so that every time you go back to flag, you can show them. That's how you show them that you're contributing, is you have a post on the OT committee. And that's why we're going to see all these statistics that the members of the OT committee are reporting. And look, we can tell there's at least 6 members on the Chicago OT committee. Minu Man sent out 28 emails. Sally Ann Parker sent out 6 text messages. Bob Peck made 357 phone calls and text messages. Oh my God, Bob, how obnoxious are you? How did you 357 text messages? Bill Pollock, imagine having to count out. This is why Scientology can't get anything done. Imagine having to count how many text messages you sent. Wow. Okay. Those were the 6. That means those are the 6 members of Chicago's OT committee.
Yep, that would make sense.
Minu, Sally Ann, Sarah, Bob, Bill, and Chris. And Virginia. Oh, total number of bridge steps. Oh, yeah. If you're on the OT committee, you guys get credit for every bridge step that you guys do, but also every bridge step that you sort of help other people do. In other words, if they're your selectee. So look. Minu Man is taking credit for Virginia Tardyweather having finished OT6 at Flag in Clearwater. Minu Man is taking credit for Natalie Fetty finishing reading Dianetics at the Chicago org. DMSMH is Dianetics Modern Science of Mental Health. Okay. Chicago Ideal Org fundraising is done. They're literally taking credit for the building being like paid for.
Which I'm pretty sure it was paid for about 4 or 5 years ago.
Yeah, exactly. Oh, look, there's actually 48 public on the Chicago OT committee and the OT ambassadors. OT ambassador is just kind of a higher level of OT committee member. Oh, actually, that's not true. OT ambassadors are specifically for the ship, for the Freewinds ship.
Oh.
So like, yes, if you're an OT ambassador, actually it means you're OT8.
Dang.
Oh, so of the 48 members of the OT ambassador committee and the OT committee, only 27 of them were active that week. Uh-oh. See, they can't even keep their own members active every week.
God dang.
And then they look, this is their posts. This is amazing. This is amazing. Awesome. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Wow, I can't believe they threw this away. Oh my God. Total volunteer hours spent on OT projects per OT ambassador. Guys, imagine having to keep track of all this shit. Marion Lobo spent 3 hours working on the staff uniform project and working on central files. Minu Man spent 25 hours on grand opening coordination with religious leaders and dissemination enlightenment, whatever the hell that means. Joe Kakala spent 20 hours trying to recover staff members. Recoveries, staff employment. Oh, working on recoveries. Oh, working on recoveries. So bringing people back in who have fallen off and working on getting staff members jobs, meaning staff members need real jobs to make money to pay their rent.
Yeah, because the food stamps probably don't cut it.
He was working on staff employment. Now, I promise you, that is not the same thing as staff recruitment. That means getting real jobs for staff members. Didn't someone say, was this in Austin or Chicago? There's a hotel or a restaurant. There's a hotel nearby, and most of the people who work in the hotel are staff members who work at the hotel for their moonlight job.
Oh my God, that is not Chicago, but wow, that is
okay. That's all. That's Austin. That's Austin. Okay, so Sally Ann Parker spent 45 minutes working on executive meetings and graphs. Oh my God, this is unbelievable. Wow. Okay, so number of volunteers working on files projects. You have to break out your volunteer hours on files project. And that's just getting the central files up to date because it's not possible to keep the central files up to date. So they're never up to date. Oh, number of people assisted to join staff in Chicago. 0.
That's what I like to hear.
Oh my God. Funds raised $10.
Oh, I am going to give them so much shit for this.
Someone should literally stand outside and be like, here's $20 to get your stats up this week.
Yeah. Oh, I would do that. I would do that.
You should be like, my viewers just super chatted me $20 to help you get your stats up this week.
Just add the insult to the injury.
Oh my God. That is amazing. Just more stats, you guys. Bob Peck sent 427 texts and DMs. I bet Bob Peck's Facebook friends can't stand this dude because he's always sending the messages to get his stats up. Wow. So these are unusual names. I mean, I'm just saying, culturally speaking, in Scientology, these are unusual, uncharacteristic names for Scientologists. Chaitanya and Srinivas.
Yeah.
They sound Indian, don't they?
They do.
Have you seen any Indian Scientologists coming in and out of the Chicago org?
I have seen one family that was Indian.
Interesting. Oh, look at this. Number of bridge steps taken. Oh, yeah.
Mm.
What's interesting is that all these, like half of these things, they're just taking credit for people doing services in Clearwater, Florida.
Yeah, that's so weird.
And look at these courses that were finished in Chicago. These are all introductory courses. Ups and Downs in Life, the finance course, DTOT. What is DTOT? I was going to say Fundamentals of Thought, but that's not right. What is DTOT? I don't remember what course that could be. But that's okay. An L1C, that's a correction list. That's not even an auditing action. Funds raised for the ideal org, 0. Oh, it's 0 because the funding is done. I see. They raised $700 for Puerto Rico, Boston, Battle Creek, Albuquerque, St. Louis, Philly, and Long Island. Okay. Meaner Man's a baller, giving $100 to each org. Greg Weiss gave $100 to the Philly org. Dennis Devlin. I know Dennis Devlin. I actually know him well. I know his whole family. Yeah. He was a Philly public. He married Ruth Dry. So it's Dennis. I assume they're still married, but okay. So it's just, wow, this is incredible. I can't believe they threw this away. This is truly incredible. Wow. Cleaning org uniforms. So they have public volunteering to clean org, the uniforms of the staff members.
That's crazy. And they think they're doing all this work for like humanity, and they're just doing so much work for themselves.
Exactly. It's literally just busy work.
Yeah.
Okay, so some of this other stuff is interesting. We're almost done with this, guys, but you did find some of this fun promo that they send out about Flag. It's funny. It is fun seeing how Flag talks about superpower.
Yeah.
And okay. I heard you signed a staff contract. That's great news, Andrea. Was that in Chicago? Is that what took you up to Illinois? Have you actively started on staff? We look forward to having you back to Flag. Okay, so that's Ariel Cormier. Don't know who that is, but she's a registrar. Discover all 57 perceptions as a being. Oh, check it out. So they talk about some of the perceptics that you're supposed to improve with the superpower auditing. You're familiar with sight, sound, touch, taste, color, smell. How about personal emotion, awareness of awareness, cellular position, bacterial position, saline content of your cells, time track motion, magnetic fields, compass direction. If it's not done by the body, it's done by you. You'll discover it can be trained. Wow. By the way, superpower costs like $35,000.
All to figure out how much saline's in your cells.
Yes. You do get a nice t-shirt, though.
Oh, that's probably worth it.
Yes. And that's not even the superpower floor of Flag. That's just the reception desk. Let's see.
There's some good staff images later in here.
Some good what?
Images of like staff members.
Superpower gains include restore tremendous life and causativeness, rocket perceptions and awareness to whole new levels, able to absorb knowledge and study anything, return of native abilities for handling thought and decisions, rehabilitation of all 57 perceptions as a being. All right. Sounds sweet, bruh. Sounds sweet. All right. Well, Oh, yeah, look at all those bright, shiny young staff members. Definitely not being tracked from Central America, South America, Eastern Europe, and Russia.
The guy on the far, not the guy on the very far right, but actually both the guys on the, far left. I'm looking at things backwards. They look angry.
Oh, that one dude definitely looks like a young Ben Stiller too. Yeah, being happy is not actually something that's considered like virtuous in the Sea Org. Like it's competence. You're supposed to be competent, not happy. Yeah, I mean, some of those people definitely look like they'd rather be somewhere else. Some of those people look like they'd rather have a meal.
Yeah.
But that's just the superpowered delivery team. It's funny. I've actually never seen anyone walking around Clearwater wearing a uniform like that. Now that I think about it, I do see Sea Org members walking around Clearwater a lot. I've never seen a Sea Org member wearing a uniform like this. But guys, if you live in Clearwater and you see someone walking around with this uniform, they're part of the superpower delivery team. By the way, superpower is these are the people that just use the Perceptics machines. Have you ever seen the Perceptics machines?
No, I haven't even heard of them.
Oh, yeah. Oh, they don't even have a picture. Damn it. Of the Perceptics machines.
I'll
Okay,
have to look
so superpower rundown auditors. Oh, these are the auditors. Yes. Okay, these are the superpower auditors. It is quite surprising to me how many young people there are in this photo.
Yeah, I agree. Not a lot of young people show up to the Chicago org. It's a lot of older, elderly people.
Yeah. Oh, these are the Perceptics machines. Some of them. Do you see that little
Oh,
gyroscope little thing in the back? Yeah, these are all
yep.
Perceptics machines.
Wow. That it looks so high tech, but I'm sure it's not.
Yeah. Come do superpower. Fun, fun, fun. All right, what's all this? Up, power of choice. Oh, I see. It's just a little poem by L. Ron Hubbard. All right, cool. Let's see. The next one's kind of in Spanish. We can skip that. I'm just looking at some of these things. Books make booms. Let's take a look at this. Why not? Let's take a look at this. So books makes booms is a saying in Scientology because it's also the name of a policy letter. That the way to grow Scientology is just to sell books. You don't have to worry about anything else. Just sell books. Selling books makes booms. Booms means booming statistics. Books makes booms. The East US Eagles. Oh my God, they call themselves the Eagles. I totally forgot about that. So this dude's name is Class, I guess. And he finished an extension course, and he would like you to know how it changed his life. It's funny. No matter what someone does in Scientology, the success stories all sound exactly the same. I see more how I can use myself and my abilities to be part of this wonderful game called Scientology. All right. Yeah, these are all just lecture sets. Get your complete library today for only $15,000. It's probably more than that, actually. Yeah, okay. Books make booms. Now, this isn't a security breach for them to throw this stuff away because this stuff actually gets sent out in the mail.
Yeah.
It's those internal records that are a big deal. Let me see this last one. Yeah. No, the last one's also a promo piece. This was absolutely wild.
Yeah, I'm certainly glad I came across it.
Yes, definitely keep looking for more stuff because this is a lot of fun. Okay, let's jump through real quick. Some super chats and some new members. Portland SP supported Melody. Thank you so much for being here. Clever Nitwit, welcome as a new channel member. Red Tar for me. I feel like I haven't seen you in a while, Red Tar for me. Great to see you in here. Way to keep on it. Love ya. Thanks for joining. Utology says, Trashy, have you seen my video about this treasure?
No, I have not. I'll have to check that out. I'll write down your handle right now. Utology.
Irrelevant Panda, excited to see these since Trashy got chased for them. You got to send me a timestamp to the video where this guy came out. I've got to see that.
Will do.
Rue says, silly question. Does Scientology put their doggies through the Purif? No, there's no doggy Purifs.
You might have just given them the idea.
I know, right? When they're running short on money, they'll come up with a doggy Purif. Ken's channel, 1992 OSA. Get out there, film them constantly. Dumpster dive for info. Be relentless. 2024 OSA. Crap. Make them stop. Oh, Eat More Pizza says Anastasia Makarska has a YouTube channel thanks to @BeckySam. All right. There we go.
All right.
Corn Freak DBSC, Trashy, you are the GOAT in Chicago. So proud.
Yeah, Corn Freak has been out there with me too. So thank you, Corn Freak.
Awesome. Angela Boo, welcome as a new member. Danny, welcome as a new member. Maybe that's like, wait, did you stream this to your channel as well? You didn't.
No, I didn't.
Oh, there is a button on the top. I'm sorry. I should have told you.
Oh, it's all right. It's all right.
All right. Well, I'll download the video file of this. You can upload this to your channel afterwards.
Okay. That'd be cool.
Okay. I should have asked you. I'm sorry. I meant for you to do that. Meryl West. Hi. Great comedy show. Thank you. And surrounded by Scientology. This is Clearwater George. Superpower team is invisible to the Clearwater Squirrels. Yeah. And Mark Nichols gifted 5 channel memberships. Thank you very much, Mark. I appreciate that. I feel terrible that we did not stream this to your channel now.
Oh, it's all right. It's all right.
So guys, we have 2,700 people watching right now. If you are not yet subscribed to Trashy V12 BMW, do not walk over to his channel and hit that subscribe button. As you can see, I am subscribed, and Trashy's been out there all the time live streaming, and this is awesome. Keep up the great work out there. And the other night I channel hopped on all the guys who were live in LA. I hope to be able to do that. If a whole bunch of you guys are out there in Chicago one time, can you just shoot me a text and I'll try to do the same thing and help promote all of you guys' channels?
Will do. That would be awesome.
Awesome, guys. This has been a blast. Thank you for hanging out with us. Thank you, as always, to everyone who watches until the very end, and we'll talk to you soon.
Okay, if you want to see my rock and roll songs, click right on this guitar. And if you want to see a different one of my videos, then you could click right inside here. If you have subscribed or not, subscribe right here. Bye.